If you are enjoying the story so far and need more Dungeons and Dragons in your life, I invite you to check out another group called the Long Past Podcast. They are working their way through heroism and tragedy in the events of the Chragan War. Their name and link are in the description below. With sheer audacity and daring, Adran bluffed an approaching force of Yuan-Ti, apparently scaring them away for the night and gaining for his companions a sorely needed rest. But have the snake people so easily left the area? The elves have tracked the snakes through the desert to an abandoned camp at the edge of a crevasse, and found a young girl's doll abandoned outside an old delving into the earth, still stained with tears. Welcome back to the land of the hunter. Now let's get into it. But for Adran's tiny hovering light, the cavern we stand in is in utter darkness. To our elven dark vision, the walls vary in hues of gray, indicating different colors of strata. The ancient walls carry marks of long past, skillful earthwork. The air throughout the trap-laden tunnels was largely fresh with the doors open, occasionally smelling of oil and flames, and thick with musky earth smells. The air from the deep, dark pit before us, by contrast, stinks of sulfur, fire, and smoke, and the bottom of the pit is beyond the range of our vision. Varin leans forward, wrinkling his nose with distaste and listening intently. I hear a rustling noise as of many leaves all rubbing together. As I briefly move us to the other map. Although hopefully it won't take too long. And just to be sure, you all can still hear me, yes?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, phew. We have not yet encountered the annoyance of whatever that weird phenomenon is. Okay, getting the map up now. Slowly. Here we are. I will get y'all to the right spot here in a moment. Now, as Varin mentions this, I might point out something has changed.
Is that Dell?
That is Dell. Our friendly artist was listening along and found inspiration for drawing her idea of what Dell looks like, along with the bone staff of paralysis.
That is so cool.
It turns out
It's really well done.
Adrian has something of a sense of humor, because the elven words inscribed on the staff translate to "stay."
Well, that's the best way to get them to stay put, right?
Indeed. Currently, Adrian, you are concentrating on dancing lights. You have a tiny little one bobbing in the air right over here.
Yeah.
You are suffering from 1 level of exhaustion.
I am.
And now we are confronted with this big pit. How do we continue onward, sir?
Well. Anybody got any rope?
Of course.
I feel like this question has been asked before. As Varin pulls out his 50 feet of rope. Who do you want to send down first, sir?
Well, since I have to take control of the dancing lights, I might as well just go down first.
Now, you can just send the light down on its own.
Yeah, but it should be at least like a good, 60 feet?
We cannot see beyond 60 feet. But you can send... How far can you move your dancing lights? How far away from you?
I thought I can only move it about 60 feet.
Let's take a look at your cantrip. You can...
Oh,
it has a
I can go
range of
twice that
120 feet. Sorry?
I said, I can go twice that much in range. Nice.
As a bonus action, you can move it up to 60 feet to a new spot within range, but it has a range of 120 feet. You can just move it 60 feet on your turn. So in two turns, you could have it as far as 120 feet away from you. So while Thea and Varin are starting to tie the ropes together, do you want to send the light, excuse me, on down?
Yes, I will do that.
Okay. It descends 60 feet. You can see a tiny bit more. It's only like a 5 foot of light. And as it goes further down, and I imagine you're measuring the distance in your mind, right around 95 feet maybe, you see something. It's a little hard to make it out in the distance with the tiny little light of your dancing lights. But it does look like maybe a very gray floor down there, about 90 to 100 feet down. You seem to be saying something, but I don't hear any words.
No, I'm not saying anything at all.
Oh, okay. Alright, so it's roughly 90 to 100 feet down. What would you like to do?
Well, if I was going to be saying anything, it would be, how exactly do they measure 100 feet down? And then I just completely pass the whole thought aside and go, okay. Well.
Even as Varin is starting to open his mouth to answer Adrian's question, Adrian just turns aside, dismissing the whole question. Do you have a preference for who goes down first, sir?
Well, I was going to say myself go down first.
Varin kind of looks you over and then over at Thea. Maybe this might be a better time to send someone a little bit more alert.
Yeah, since I'm a little, one level of exhaustion, yeah, I'm not necessarily alert right now.
That, and you guys are kind of slow when climbing.
Compared to you, everyone is slow when climbing.
I'm pretty sure there's something faster than me at climbing.
If so, we haven't met it.
Maybe the speed of my dancing lights. Oh, I don't know.
So I imagine Varin and Adran are going to hold onto the rope, secure it to the door, to the wall, probably with a piton. Or do we want to just hold the rope?
I don't mind using one of my pitons.
All right, take a piton off of your character sheet. Thea, you start climbing down.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, you can dash to 70 feet and then bonus action dash another 30. So you could basically reach the bottom area all in a single turn. No climbing speed required. Basically just like sliding down the rope, like fireman pole.
And very
As you were
gracefully
getting-
because my lowest acrobatics is 25 and my lowest athletics is 21.
Have you ever seen those ribbon dancers where they're like dancing on this very long flowy ribbon that's dangling from the ceiling?
Oh yeah, they're really pretty.
Yeah, I imagine it's something like that minus the ribbon.
Yeah.
About 60 feet from the floor, as it starts coming within the range of your vision, especially with the little light dancing down there, you perceive that what Adran had interpreted to be a kind of grayed out floor, it is gray because except in the area of the dancing light, it's snake skin. Dark, piled up snake skin, and it seems to be moving slightly.
She'll stop where she's at and kind of tug on the rope in a way that hopefully will get Adran to send message.
Adran, you and Varin are just holding onto the rope, watching Thea twirl and spin, somersault, dangle by like seemingly just 2 fingers, and then as she sinks out of our sight, all of a sudden the tension on the rope kind of jerks to a halt, kind of like a slowly wavering stillness, and then we feel a gentle jolt on the rope.
Hey, Varin, you felt that jolt, right?
Yeah, I thought maybe she hit her head on a stone the way she was spinning.
No, I kind of get the feeling there may be something down there that she might want to stop and take a better look.
I glance over into the darkness. She basically appears as like a black shape with the light below her. So how do we know the difference? And Thea, while we're discussing this, you can give me a perception check at normal. Nice. It's a little hard to tell given the dust, the darkness, and the dim light. It does look like snakeskin, but after a moment of staring at it, it is moving, but not in a sinuous manner. It's more rustling, shaking, in a what must be a very light, low breeze. And as you study, you notice that there are different colors of snakeskin down there. The same basic patterns, the same basic colorings, but some are dark as though fresh, and some are old and crinkled and grayed out, as though with great age. And you hear, as Varin mentioned, a rustling noise of like dried leaves rubbing together.
So does it look like it's just the snake skin, or does it look like snakes are actually down there?
It looks more like piled up snake skin.
Okay.
Whether or not there's anything underneath, you wouldn't be able to tell by vision alone.
Wave.
Adran, you and I are still discussing this, and apparently the idea of message has not quite occurred to you yet. However, you do happen to see like a brief, dark movement across the light, as though someone was waving up at you.
You know, I don't necessarily see anything. I think I'm just going to use a little message to get in touch with Thea. And now I'm using message to ask Thea, hey, everything okay?
I figured out what the rustling is.
What?
Snake skin.
Snake skin or an actual snake?
I don't know if the snakes are there, but there's a lot of snake skin down here.
Do you want me to send another dancing light down there?
That might help, but it might also, if there are snakes, it might get their attention because there's rustling down there.
Well, what would you like to do?
Send the dancing light.
All right. Let me see if I can conjure up another dancing light.
You should be able to select the one that's on screen, just copy it and paste it.
Oh, yeah?
Excuse me.
Huh?
Should be able to.
Here, let's
Fingers
do
crossed.
that. Nope.
All right then. Never mind.
Oh. I don't know why it's not coming up. There we go.
That's all right.
It,
Probably the system's probably just going slow again.
oh.
I imagine there are probably a lot of people playing D&D on Saturday nights. So after a few seconds, Thea, another bobbing little light comes winking down past you, spreading a little bit more illumination. It still isn't much, but it does look like just piled up snake skins that have been, at some ends, they've been seemingly burst open or ripped open and then seemingly emptied out.
Okay. I guess I'll go the rest of the way down.
Okay. You've descended 100 feet from the ceiling to the floor. There are torn and wrinkling snake skins beneath your feet and piled to about halfway up your shins. There is an open doorway to the north of you. A closed doorway to your west. There is an open passageway to the south. A sinuous pulse is reverberating through, seeming as though against or through the walls, so softly, so quietly, that it carries an almost subconscious urge to move in time and step with it. I'm going to move you here in just a second.
And it's a thing she's hearing, or is it just a thing she's feeling?
It's, if you focus on it to hear it, you hear it. If you're not focused on it, it's something more that you're sensing, that you're aware of through your subconscious. There we go. I got there.
Okay.
Breathe.
So if she puts her hands over her ears, does it lessen the effect?
The effect, you mean the effect of hearing it, feeling it, or that kind of like subconscious urge to move in time with it?
The subconscious urge to move in time with it.
I mean, you're still feeling it through the floor and somewhat from the walls themselves.
What's the range on his message?
30
Adran?
feet.
How far, sorry?
130 feet.
All right.
I'll tug on the rope.
All right. Sending message down to Thea. What's going on?
I'll relay what's going on and what she saw and feels. Probably through several sendings of message because it's not that, extensive.
You want us to come down?
There doesn't seem to be any immediate threat to your senses, Thea.
It's your call. I just figured you should know what's going on.
I still don't know exactly what's going on.
There's closed doors, one open door, and there's kind of like this rhythm that you feel like you need to move to.
Well, who's next?
Well, I'm apparently I've become fairly somewhat more tough of late. I can go.
All right.
So Varin will slide on down to join you, Thea. You feel the rope twisting and turning with far less acrobatic adeptness, but let's say call it far more solidarity. Varin comes sliding down.
She'll just hold the end until he gets down further so it's not swinging wildly.
I'm going to move over here. And I'm going to watch toward... Well, I'm just kind of stand there and be looking back and forth. Who do you want to go? Who do you want to head down after you next, sir? Or after Varin? Names.
Dell should probably go down next.
Okay. Dell comes sliding down, breathing a little heavily. I don't mind admitting, I'm a little scared of all this. As he swallows and glances around nervously.
That's probably the sane response.
Oh, good. So I'm not so crazy about it.
No, you're not crazy.
Oh, good.
All right.
And then Adran, are you coming down too?
Yep, time for me to come down.
Okay, bear in mind, sir, that you aren't going to be able to loose the piton. So about 100 feet of rope is just going to stay here, dangling from the ceiling. So Varin would have given up his rope. Thea, I think you mentioned you as well.
Yep.
Okay, gotta go this way. Oh yeah, forgot to put H. Sorry, sir. I almost forgot to put you on the map. There we go. Okay. So one rope down. Rope.
Maybe I should take some of the snake skin for something. I don't know.
There we go. And where do we want to go?
Well, let's see.
Through the open doorway to our north, we see a cold stone forge. And it's of impressive design and stature compared to what we've seen in our little village.
And let's see. Thea, where exactly were you feeling this, like, pulsing sense?
So close your eyes, take a deep breath, and just concentrate on the air around you.
Whoever wants to can give a perception check. Adran, you will have to do it at disadvantage because you're not relying on sight. Um, 16 twice for Thea. Okay.
That's the lowest I can roll.
Is that with your reliable talent?
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
apparently the lowest I can roll.
Apparently, well, no, that's not the lowest. You could roll one more low.
Well, that's all I can roll right now. So
Fair.
So basically, I'm feeling nothing.
You're just kind of like, I feel stone and sand and snake skin.
And maybe an itch by my ear, but other than that, I don't feel anything.
And you are concentrating. There we go. All right, and then Varin, perception check. Varin kind of grits his teeth. That's actually kind of annoying. And I can't really tell which direction it's coming from. It's just, and this is true for you as well, Thea, that whatever this pulsing drum-like sound is, where it's coming from is a little hard to tell.
Yeah, it's like it's the air itself, right?
It kind of sets your teeth on edge.
Yeah, I don't like the want to move.
Well, I got that kind of smell from what smells to be like a forge of some kind. So
Well, that's perceptive of you.
that's the only thing that I can really smell based on my perception check.
Yep. Where would you want to go, sir?
I'm actually going to go over and check out this forge.
Okay.
So,
The forge is made of stone and metal, though the craftsmanship is unlike anything you've seen before, and it is long since cold. In this chamber that you find yourself in, there are 4 doors. There's a door to the west, a door to the northwest, a door to the north, and a door to the east. And Varin is going to stay at the back of the group while Del moves after our heavily armored companion. And with a polite, if somewhat mocking bow, Varin is going to indicate, "After you, Thía."
Okay.
Where to now, sir?
hmm.
And out of curiosity, are you proceeding with your shield on
Yes.
your arm? Okay. Please make sure that's marked on your character sheet.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Oh, somehow I grabbed your light. Do you want to bring the dancing lights along with you, sir, or do you want to just go ahead and dismiss them?
I'll dismiss them.
All right. I'll go ahead and delete them out for you.
Thank you. Let's see. Meeny, meeny, miny, mo. I think the northeast,
Northwest.
northwest one is the way to go.
Excellent rhyming.
Thank you. Oh. Gonna stay right here.
Adran, would you want to control Del's token movement while we play?
Sure.
Or okay. All right. You approach the door.
All right. Oh, it opens.
Without problem, apparently.
Oh.
It does creak a little bit
Hmm.
as it swings open, but beyond that, not much.
The only problem I can see is that I think it needs a little bit of oil.
I'm suddenly reminded of Pinocchio. Needs a little oil. Needs a little oil. Needs a little oil.
I've got no strings to hold me down.
After you, Thía. I'll keep an eye on our backs.
Well, this is kind of a tight hallway here.
It is extremely narrow, and it. If you wish, you can give me an investigation check at disadvantage.
Yeah. Here we go. Back to disadvantage. Investigation. Here we go. Ooh, wow.
Ooh, nice roll. Well, so we are actually in a fairly thick layer of stone currently. And as you glance around and you examine the walls, you see indications of ancient strike marks as of narrow-edged points scraping along the walls, the floor. They're not refined or smoothed down at all. Almost as though this passage wasn't made to be an actual passage, so much as it was made to follow something through the earth.
Well, I wonder where this takes us.
It twists and turns and ends in a choked off passage filled with thick blocks of stone. You can give me another investigation check at disadvantage if you wish.
All I can
Dell
really...
can also Dell, seeing that you're looking at the stone, he'll put his hand on you. Open your eyes, my friend, as he casts guidance on you. So if you want to make the check, you can give me an investigation check at disadvantage plus 1d4. Okay, so that's a 19 and the d4.
Hang on. Get back here, you window.
So that's a grand total of 21. These stones are not fallen stones. They have been interlaid and stacked on top of each other in a manner to prevent them becoming destabilized or moved, or to prevent entry or passage through this area. Rather effectively blockaded.
Well, looks like we got ourselves a bit of a dead end.
I hope that doesn't come true as to the end of our path.
Well,
And Varin's gonna backtrack.
yep, time to backtrack.
And as he's approaching, he's going to listen intently for if we've been pursued or not. I just realized my passive perception is like a 23. Oh wow, that's exactly what I rolled. You know, I didn't notice until just now, but that drumming sound is getting more intense. Almost as though it faded from our subconscious as we went further along this passageway. And Varin leads us all back to the forge room.
Wonder if that means that it's closer to this room than the passage that we were going to. Or maybe it was the stone that was getting the noise dampened.
Well, I have a better suggestion. How about the people who can actually feel and hear the drumming or the pulsing or whatever it is? Where is it leading you to?
I'm not sure. It's just as we went further along that narrow passageway, it just kind of like to fade away from my awareness. But now we're back here. I can feel it a little bit better. But I still can't really I can't tell a direction.
Yeah, it just wants you to move.
I'm gonna do another perception check.
Alright, still at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Maybe I can get a better feel.
Paying more attention and listening to the description from Varin and Thía, you finally do pick up on that sensation that's kind of like throwing your step off without you even fully realizing that it's doing it. You can give me an Arcana check at normal because you succeeded on your perception check.
I feel a little tingle on my tongue. Kind of weird.
Dell's just looking back and forth between us, nervous. 6. I mean, you can't really feel anything magical in the area. It's not a sure certainty, but nothing seems magical here. It's just a fairly mundane stone room. Do you want to go anywhere else, sir?
Let's see. I'm gonna go through here, but I need everybody to stay where they're at just for the time being.
Okay. You open the door. Once I figure out which screen my mouse is on. You've entered an entirely empty room except for very, very thickly piled snake skins. And it's so thick in certain areas, it almost looks like it could be used as a pile of leathery sheets. But there doesn't seem to be anything or anyone living in the room except yourself.
No.
Granted, you can't see too well, and it's hard to really perceive anything around you.
Well, that one's kind of a dead end.
But it does suggest, given the fact that it looks like there's only one way in or out, that could be a viable place to hole up and rest if we need to.
Definitely could be a place to rest. I definitely want to be able to get rid of this 1 hour or 1 level of exhaustion.
That would require a full long rest for you, sir.
Yeah. And that would be what, like meditation for 4 hours, right?
Yes, which you would have to wait a full 24 hours to do.
Yeah.
Dell indicates the door behind him. Should we check it? It opens into a curiously short horizontal hallway, ending abruptly at both ends.
Wow. I'm going to guess and say that this used to be a broom closet.
Whatever it was used for in the past, it has long since been empty. You don't see any fixings on the wall,
No.
floor, or ceiling.
No places for tapestries or banners or anything like that.
That would be a very small room to read in.
Not even torches are even hanging on the light or the walls. Well, with the process of illumination, that leaves only one door left.
The one we came through to get in here?
Yep.
As I point to the far south.
Well...
Oh yeah, that one. Opening this door, dimly in the darkness, you can see a very still, reflective surface. And after a moment of staring, you realize it's water.
Well, this is interesting. You guys want to venture forward? Inside this room, there's actually something here. Although,
and the room smells of stale old water, dust, and give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Though I'd almost guarantee we probably shouldn't drink the water. Oh. Disadvantage.
Ah, yes, that's what that smell is. Algae. Plant life that grows on still old water.
Still, though, can't hurt to go in and take a look.
All right, Thea, are you going to join him?
Sure.
This square chamber has what looks like a row of old stone sitting rows, arranged neatly in a rectangular pattern. The pool of water looks as though it might have once been fed by a fountain a long time ago. Other than that, looking into it, it just seems like a dark pool of water. Anything else you want to look at or examine?
Well, can't tell if there's any dead bodies or anything lying in there, but it would probably also smell bad if there were.
Probably. Varin agrees sarcastically.
Although, I kind of get this feeling It's kind of a weird feeling. But why in the world would they have a fountain in this room, a forge in the other, and a couple different rooms that don't lead out anywhere, except for that one twisty hallway that had all those rocks piled there?
Maybe this was a living quarters for a blacksmith or something?
Or some other creature.
I don't hear anything. Varin reports as you come back out of the, for lack of a better description, the water chamber. I don't hear anything approaching. I just hear that thrumming noise, and I smell that sulfurous heat.
I think that sulfurous heat might be coming from the forge, but
Nope. The forge is cold. There's not even coal or anything left in it. It looks like there is, but that's just because that's the graphic I grabbed. The door here is shut but splintered, so you can actually step to one side and look through into the area beyond.
yeah.
Or you can just try and open it.
Well, let me try. Well, another broom closet.
Interestingly, there are old rusted brackets on the wall that look like they might have once held handles of some sort. But whatever they held, they're long since gone.
Pity. Well,
There is down the hallway to the south, there's an open door that leads to the west, and a passageway. Where's my mouse? There it is. That twists the opposite direction further down.
I'm gonna go check this place out. Just don't move
Thía,
unless I say so.
Thía, do you and Del want to be in the doorway in case you need to quickly go after Adran?
Okay.
Okay, guys, I got a bit of a fork in the road.
Are you yelling this back to us?
Yes.
Okay. You're not using message or anything?
No.
Okay. Thía, I imagine you and Varin both simultaneously wince, like, quiet.
Way to give away your position.
The passageway continues further south and also straight ahead of you, sir.
Yep. Well, I feel like I'm going to venture forward here. Does anybody want to take these pathways south?
Maybe just watch in case anything comes after us.
Well, you can do that.
I'll go down.
Varin will hold a. Well, actually, Varin's going to go with you, Thía. Better to move together than split up entirely. All right, Adran, you've moved into a passageway or a chamber. There are low, very low. It takes you a moment to think it through, and then you recall some of the short people that we've met in the two Chrysovian camps, the dwarves. These counters look like they're of an appropriate height to be at chest level for the dwarves. These long counters lead to various basins where water must have once been stored, cabinets that are slightly broken and the doors are shattered, burnt, or missing. It looks like like the remains of what had once been a food preparation area. Thía, there's a passageway immediately to your right.
I suddenly have the urge to whistle while I work.
Thía, you can give me a perception check or an investigation. And because you have the Skulker feat, I don't think you have a disadvantage on either. It does look like this room was... It's much deeper and taller than the rest of the rooms we've been in. and the walls and the floor and the ceiling all bear signs of having been carved out, almost as though someone were digging something out of the stone itself, probably with great enthusiasm.
Well, that looks like that was the add-on to the house.
Does anyone else feel wind?
I don't know.
Varin's looking around, sniffing.
Let me use a perception check on that one.
At disadvantage. And Thea, you can see there's another passageway on our left coming up.
It's stinking.
The passageway leads a little bit over. Adran, it just seems dusty, earthy, stony.
I think there's just too
Nothing
much
remarkable.
breathing going on in here. Okay, so can we just lay off the breathing for a moment so then we don't really feel the wind? It is close quarters down here after all.
About 30 feet ahead of you, Thea, the passageway descends into stone steps. Out of sight. Okay, as you draw closer, there's two things you note. One, the steps end in the bottom step right about here ends in a jagged, broken line over a yawning, dark pit. There's blood on the stones. You see it as a dark, squiggling liquid line, but the smell tells you that it's old blood. Adran, you're continuing on, or are you going to stay with Thea and Varin?
I was going to continue on.
Okay. In that case, you can give me so, actually, can you put yourself right about here?
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Because there's two things happening simultaneously here, so give me 1 second. Thea, the blood is scrawled on the stone steps in goblin letters. You can give me an intelligence check to see if you can recognize the words. Adran, I think I said right here. Yeah, there. Perfect. It takes you a moment, but you actually are able to work out. It's not quite certain. You might have mistranslated, but the words read, in blood, "It is not as bad once you get to know her."
Okay, so that's a final end with an occult later.
Thea, you're just backing away like, I'm not going any closer to those steps.
She'll tell Varin, well, there's a surprise drop down there, and a very foreboding.
Foreboding?
Yes, foreboding message.
Adran, as you hear Thea sharing this to Varin, and you're proceeding on, you see a movement in that hallway to your right. Something might be approaching. And you do hear kind of like a shuffling, crunching sound as of feet on stone. What do you do, sir? Adran, can you hear me?
Oh. Yeah, you kind of like cut out for a little bit.
Darn it. I was saying, just where you are currently, in that hallway ahead to your right, you see a brief flicker of movement with your dark vision, and you hear the crunch of something on stone, as though something is walking on stone. You haven't seen anything precisely yet. What would you like to do?
You know, I think I'm going to pull out one of my dancing lights and throw it around that corner.
Okay. So go ahead and do that. And as you cast out a dancing light, one or two, what are you doing?
Just one.
there erupts a chorus of howling, gibbering, shrieking fury. Roll for initiative.
Ooh.
Let's see if this works.
Come on. Okay. Thinking.
Okay, that did not work. Try again. There we go. Okay.
Oh, I rolled an 18. Cool.
Nice. I will roll for Dell.
Okay.
As we're rolling all these initiatives, Dell's just kind of muttering to himself, I really wish I had armor of some kind to hide in.
I kind of wish he did too.
This button. Okay. Let's see. Okay. And now I've got to... Sorry, I've got to type in all some numbers here. Come on. Thank you. Because I am adding in initiatives. Real quick while I'm typing this in so we don't have dead silence. Thea, what is your immediate thought and reaction as you hear this sudden noise?
I knew that message was just sus.
Alright, and now I gotta sort. Perfect. Okay. Let's get this shrunk down here and moved out of the way. Alright, Thea, you are first up to act. What do you want to do?
She's all sorts of creeped out. She doesn't know what was making that noise, so she's just going to hide. She's going to move over here and hide. And edit.
Are you going to use a bonus action to do so?
Yeah, because I think she's going to use her action to dodge.
Okay. Alternatively, you could use your action to ready. Since you're going to go and hide in the darkness.
I don't know that she's in a place to really see. I guess if she was moved here, she'd be able to see more.
Okay. It's up to you what you want to do. I'm just tossing out friendly suggestions.
Yeah, I think she'll just dodge this turn, and since she moved less than half, she gets advantage on her stealth.
Excellent. I was going to say, I'm just offering friendly suggestions. Whether or not they're helpful remains to be seen. With a 30 on your bonus action stealth advantage check, nice. Yes, you basically disappear in the subterranean darkness. Adran, you're up next, sir. You see movement around that corner, especially in the brilliance of the dancing lights.
Yeah, so I pull out my hilt of Sanguine nonetheless.
Okay.
Well, I use my interaction to pull it out.
Very well.
Let's see. Okay, now, since I also have Lightning Bolt, am I able to get, like, electrical damage? Or electrical
Yes.
element? Okay.
For game terminology, this would be lightning damage.
Lightning damage. Got it. I'm not exactly sure if I wanted to do lightning damage this time around. I was actually leaning more towards acid damage.
Okay, yes, you can do acid.
Okay.
What level spell slot are you using?
Oh, does it matter?
No.
I was just gonna use
Just
one
curious.
of my first level spell slot.
Okay. Primarily I asked to make sure you were remembering to actually expend a spell slot to activate Sanguine nonetheless.
Oh no, I was.
Excellent. Alright, I will adjust your character sheet so that it says lightning instead of fire.
Acid, actually.
Oh yeah, sorry, my bad. Apparently my brain is a few steps behind myself. Alright, so that's your interaction, your bonus action. What next?
Well, let's see.
And you are concentrating on dancing lights.
I am. Okay.
Unless you want to drop concentration, it's up to you.
Well, I still want to be able to see what I'm looking at. Oh my goodness.
Stepping around the corner, you are greeted by a, well, for lack of a better description, a hellish view. There are two humanoids with massive rope-like beards and tangled hair tumbling down off their heads. Each one is carrying a hafted weapon with a long curling blade at one end. Behind them are a small pack, or excuse me, is a small pack of slightly familiar looking monstrous hound-like reddish burning creatures. Your instincts have served you well, sir, because you remember these guys, and you remember the last time you fought them when you tried to use fire.
Yeah. Didn't necessarily work well when you try to fight fire with fire. That gets you nowhere.
What would you like to do, sir?
Thinking.
You have 5 feet remaining,
That's
unless
true.
you want to use your action to dash.
Well, since I'm really very, very close to everyone here, I'm just going to move in a little forward, and I'm going to make an attack at this guy here.
Excellent.
Okay, let's not get too exhausted here.
Now, remember, exhaustion only affects your ability checks currently. Whoa, 28 to hit. You surge forward in a perfectly balanced thrust and stab deep into the chest of this bearded person. In the glow of dancing lights, you notice that this person's skin is purplish red for 12 acid damage.
Well, it should look pretty well with my green.
That was attack number 1, sir.
Alright. I have another attack.
You do. I'm so glad you remembered. 22 is a similar deep strike for another 12 acid damage.
And then the one just south of me, I'm going to attack him too.
Excellent.
Gosh.
A 29 is a most definite deep stab hit for a slightly disappointing 9 damage. But still, damage on the board.
Yeah. And then I use
Excellent.
my action surge.
Oh dear. Very well. What would you like to do, sir?
I'm gonna take another swipe at the guy south of me.
Okay. He shrieks in pain even as you suddenly blur into another burst of movement and stab at him. Getting right into it. 13 to hit. The blood spraying from his chest briefly clouds your vision. You almost miss him, and then at the last possible moment, you angle your thrust just a little bit further down and catch him in the side for another 8 acid damage.
Nice.
You feel fairly certain that you almost missed that one.
Yeah, I need to pace myself a bit.
Don't get over eager.
Well, I am going to swing from left to right and hit the guy in front of me.
The one to your immediate left?
Yep.
Okay. That's a much more solid hit. He apparently has not quite found his balance as you do another 13 acid to him. Ow! You have one last attack, sir.
And then I'm going to swing from right to left and attack the guy in front of me again.
The same one that you just hit?
Yep.
Okay, thank you. A 15 is another solid hit. You dig an acidic, sizzling line across his neck and shoulder where the muscle meets. I do believe he's at... Yep, he is already bloodied in those very swift, very painful, very effective attacks. Anything else for you, sir?
Yeah. Hey, don't sneak up on a guy when he's coming around the corner.
Now, unfortunately, none of us was actually trying to be sneaky while we were going down this hallway, so none of these creatures are surprised.
Well, no, I was just being sarcastic and...
No, I'm saying none of the creatures that we're currently facing are surprised. However, I will point out, Adran, on your next turn, if you cast a spell that requires a saving throw, the 2 bearded fellows that you hit, they will each have disadvantage against whatever spell you cast on them.
That's what I was kind of hoping for. Because I've been dying to do this trick.
This creature is going to push aggressively, slightly past, slightly over his companion. So that's 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Hello there.
And comes skidding to a halt behind you.
Oh dear.
Turning its fiery fangs at your back, sir. And attack up on you with it. Oh, with advantage. My bad. I will roll this one more time. So either a 23 or... Okay. So I get a 23. You feel fangs and fire slamming against your armored thigh. To fortunately no effect.
Oh, that's warm.
Yeah, indeed, other than to heat your armor.
Ow.
Squeezing through. Another of these fiery hounds comes bounding at you, sir. I forgot to mark the advantage. My bad. Alright, so what do I get? I get a 23 or an 8.
8.
It collides with its companion, its fangs scrabbling across your armor.
Hey, I already said that hurt, but don't dare come at me again.
This fellow right here, the one that you've badly wounded.
You might want to get that checked.
I need to check something real quick.
I want to put some oil on that kneecap there.
He's gonna probably need a lot more oil considering how many times you hit him. Okay, closer. Here it is.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to go go to attack you. Oops. He leans back away from you, and you're viciously stabbing acidic blade, and his ropey beard lashes out at you.
Not the beard!
Getting only a 16. Double checking. Okay. And then it sweeps its hafted weapon at you, sir. Eventually. Ooh. Getting only a 12, slamming against your shield, but to no avail.
I should glaive you an attack in return, but only on my turn.
Pushing through. Let's see. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. This creature is leaving your area, sir. That will trigger an attack of opportunity if you so wish.
I swing at you once my page comes up.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, so I will be swing that a swing.
That definitely hits for 11 acid. Nice. There's a burst of steam as your blade scores its hide, probably in its flank. Yeah. So you moved 40 feet, 45, 50 to here. And there's a deep inhale of breath. And Del must make 15 foot, 5, 10, 15. Del must make a dexterity saving throw, as he is caught off guard by this sudden exhalation of fire. Dexterity saving throw, go. He sees it coming and he leaps away at the last moment. He's only going to take half damage. Adran, please roll me 6d6 fire damage. Whenever you're ready.
66.
Yes.
Here we go.
Alright, so half of that is 11 fire burning across his back and legs. And Del yells in pain. Alright, Del's turn. Hot! Hot, 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 hot! I'm gonna leave them to you! And he's gonna get out of the way. And then take the dodge action. Adran, the fellow here, has apparently taken offense to you stabbing him and his companion. He's going to lash his own beard out at you in a deliberate whip-like movement of his head.
Did I offend you?
That would have been awesome if I had gotten a nat 20. Unfortunately, I only get a 20. It slams, the beard slams heavily against your shield, and then he makes a sweeping slash at your legs. Glancing off the stone to no avail. Here he is. This creature comes squeezing forth rather aggressively. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, that will not trigger an attack of opportunity because you already used one. Let's see, so 15-foot cone. 5, 10, let's see. Gotta measure this.
You got lucky.
Thía, you are just on the outside of the cone, as it were. You are not going to be affected by this fire breath. Okay?
Okie dokie.
Fire breath expended, and Varin now must make a dexterity saving throw. As I search for my character sheet and can't remember where I put it. With a 23, Varin dances lightly out of the way. Another 66, please, Adran.
Another 66. Oh, no, coming back here. There we go.
So that is 13 fire damage. Only lightly more painful than what Del experienced. All right, and it is now Varin's turn. I'm not sure I like these things. Varin's going to snap his dagger out of his sheath. Remembering that these things tend to be rather magical in nature. Bonus action, Varin will activate the darkness quality of his Darkling dagger. Indeed. Words can sometimes be difficult to remember.
Yes, that is true.
Actually, you know what? Hold that thought. Instead of darkness, or instead of using the Darkling dagger, I'm going to retcon that, and instead I'm going to bonus action cast Hunter's Mark on that very nearby unfriendly. So concentrating and marked. Gotta go the other way. You burned me. I'm not sure I like you.
Oh boy. Quick, somebody grab some aloe vera gel.
Actually, I just remembered, before Adran does any of that, he has to make a insight check. As we have entered a combat, and there is a wild side to Adran to Varin that wants loose.
You want me to give you an inside check?
Just doing it now.
Okay.
Varin just barely recognizes the danger of the surging power within him, and must make a wisdom saving throw to quell the fear of losing control. And thanks to Steel Will, I get advantage. So let's see how this goes. Oh, that's a success. One more, and I'm actually going to use my inspiration point for advantage on my animal handling check to control the wild side. Well, at least... Oh! That's the third time that I succeeded on that.
Nice.
Varin is not subjected to the lack of control, and with something of a triumphant yell, Varin's going to leap forward and attack the creature twice. And I get... Where is it? Oh, you don't have it on here yet. So, dagger, dagger, dagger. Here it is. Oh, I left it on advantage. My bad. Sorry. So we'll go with the 16 and the 26. Both of which hit. So that's 2 Hunter's Marks and 1 Colossus Slayer. Colossus Slayer roll. And Hunter's Mark. Oh boy. So that's 14, 18, 27 damage. Watch that health bar.
Whoa!
The thing is instantly bloodied. Liquid magma spurting from within its sort of furry body. As Varin just slams his dagger twice into it.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt.
And it yowls and roars in pain and exultation. As this creature is squeezing up 15, 20, 25. Adran, give me a dexterity saving throw as it opens its maw and unleashes a blast of fire directly at you. And it skids to a halt right here.
Wait, do I have to make that dexterity saving throw at disadvantage?
Nope, it's a saving throw, not an ability check.
Okay. Wasn't there something else that I had that actually gave me advantage on dexterity saving throws?
No, but you will. You'll get advantage on your concentration check to maintain concentration. Or sorry, your Constitution saving throw to keep concentrating on dancing lights.
That's right. That's what it is. Okay.
So dex save at normal.
Yeah, let me do dexterity at normal.
That is a definite success. I'm going to roll to 66, and you can roll me a Constitution saving throw at advantage. As you take 10 points of fire damage.
Alright. And then roll Constitution saving throw?
Yes, at advantage. Nice. Yep, you maintain concentration.
Alright.
This creature is going to scrabble up into its companion's space and just... It's going to attack you at advantage.
Hey, you know, it's kind of a crowd in here. You might want to wait your turn.
I get a nat 20 to hit.
Well, that's definitely going to hit.
So that is 12, 16, and 7, 23 damage on you, sir.
23 damage. Huh, not too
Between
bad.
piercing and fire. And I will need another Constitution saving throw at advantage.
Did you say it was 23 points of damage?
6, 6, 7, and 4. Yep, 23.
Okay, just making sure.
No worries. You just made me doubt myself for a second.
And then Constitution on advantage.
Advantage. You definitely succeed.
Hit the same number again.
Oh, nice. And the final beast's turn. Oh, and he can't end his turn there, so he will have to push himself and go back. This creature is going to do the same sort of thing, just kind of squeeze into its companion's space, and also bite at you. Again with advantage.
Hey.
Because they get pack tactics. But only getting a 14.
Hey. I remember your buddy used that move, so nope. Bad boy.
This time you actually catch it on your shield. Thea, what was your stealth check earlier? If you wouldn't mind.
It was 30, sorry.
Oh, no worries, thank you. So you're fairly well hidden in the darkness when up near the roof of the passageway you're in, just around, you feel something brush by you, almost like something just stepped over your head. And there's a brief current of air, and a massive blue-skinned creature suddenly appears out of the darkness, swinging down at Varin's back, attacking from apparently out from invisibility. So first attack is at advantage. Eventually it'll come. There it goes. Getting a 20 and hitting Varin for 19 slashing damage, and Varin screams in sudden pain. And Constitution saving throw at normal to maintain Hunter's Mark. Yep, normal. Constitution. Oh, nope, Hunter's Mark is gone. That was brief. Come on. Oh yeah. And then it swings its glaive around to attack Varin again. Oops. Go away, you. This time at normal. That one actually misses. Top of the round. Thía, you are hidden in the deep darkness of this passageway. What would you like to do?
As a reminder, did Varin do his bubble of darkness?
No, I decided to, because that requires a bonus action, I chose not to do that and instead use Hunter's Mark, which is now gone.
Whoops.
Okay.
No worries, Adran.
No,
We'll ignore that for now. This creature is hovering in the air, right above, like just above and behind Adran.
Adran or Varin?
Varin, my bad.
Well, Varin seems to have the goopy thing under control. She'll go ahead and pull out her sling and try and attack the thing that just appeared out of nowhere.
The flying, blue-skinned, big thing.
Yeah.
That sounds like a great idea. You have advantage on the attack and sneak attack if you hit.
And she's going to use her sharpshooter feat.
-5 for +10. Roll it.
Oops, that's the wrong one, sorry.
Yeah, I'd agree.
There you go, sorry about that.
We're
Alright,
all
so
punching buttons, aren't we?
19 -5 is 14. The sling stone goes pinging off the stone wall. You're not sure actually which way it went between his left ear and shoulder or between his right ear and shoulder, but it's a solid miss.
Well then, she's gonna move and stealth.
Good call.
Just gonna move there and stealth.
Vanishing once more into the darkness, as though you were never there. Alright, Adran, it is your turn, sir.
It's getting hot in here.
Well, if you can't handle the heat.
Oh, well.
He isn't in the kitchen, though.
I should at least.
That's right, he did leave the kitchen behind. I guess he couldn't handle the heat.
Okay. But I should at least just try and take out at least one or maybe even quite a few of these guys with. Oh, what was that special move again?
I'm not sure which one.
I believe it
so many.
is Warcaster.
Okay.
You can perform a spell even when you have a weapon. Wait, is that what it is? No.
Were you thinking of Eldritch Strike?
Eldritch Strike. I think that might actually be what it is.
So when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, that creature has disadvantage on its next saving throw that it makes against a spell you cast before the end of your next turn. I assume then that you're casting a spell, sir.
Yes I am. I'm going to be casting a spell on, let's see, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Which one do I choose? Well, it's probably best to eliminate at least one of these guys.
Probably.
Okay, so if I use like magic missile on these guys,
Magic Missile does not trigger a saving throw of any kind.
okay, that's what I thought. Okay.
Of your spell options, if you don't mind me taking your character sheet here for a moment.
Yeah, go ahead and take a look.
Lightning Bolt, Melf's Acid Arrow, and Gust of Wind all require saving throws.
Okay.
I will point out that if you use Lightning Bolt, you could hit all 3 of these Hellhounds here, or you could angle it and catch all 4 of these creatures here. And 2 of them would have disadvantage on their saving throws against your spell.
Well, I do have a couple for lightning bolt.
You do.
Let's try it out.
All right. I will pull out the token for it. You please indicate which group you're targeting.
Well, like you suggested, I would like to target these 4 right in here.
Okay.
So if
In which case,
just angle it just like that, they'll all get affected.
because this is a bolt of lightning that is 100 feet long and 5 feet wide.
Jeez.
There you go.
That's good enough.
So I imagine you point your sanguine nonetheless levelly, and the bolt comes ripping from your temples to your shoulder to your wrist along the length of the acidic blade and blasts out from its point, hitting all 4 of them.
Lightning bolt!
I will roll the Hellhound's saving throw first. Is it Dex saves? I believe it's Dex saves.
Yeah.
So first and second. And what is your spell save DC, sir?
Let's see. Let me go back over
17.
there. 17.
They have to meet or beat a 17. Both the Hellhounds fail. And at disadvantage now. I think, yeah, I did. Let's see how this goes. 1 succeeds. I'm going to say the one that's closest to you is the one that succeeds.
Okay.
Roll the damage, sir.
Oh,
He probably is close enough that he sees what you're doing and has just that brief split second to smack his body against the wall to try and escape the majority of the bolt.
oh, darn it. I ended up doing something stupid.
The damage is 8d6 lightning.
Here we go. Bring up my page again because somehow I ended up losing it. Hate it when that happens.
Yeah.
There we go. I got my page back. Okay.
Yay!
Alright, where's lightning damage? Lightning damage.
You can just roll 8d6, like /r space 8d6 space lightning.
Alright, let's go. 8d6. And then... what's plus?
No, not plus, just 8d6.
Oh, 8d6. There we go.
That is 25 points of damage.
Yikes. That is crazy.
Let me see. Oops. Go away, pop-up. Alright, lightning bolt's gonna blast away, leaving a massive scorch mark on the wall behind. So this hellhound to the south is gonna take 25. Already bloodied. The one to the north is gonna take 25.
Oh.
Definitely bloodied. This creature's gonna take the full 25 and is very badly hurt. And the one that managed to succeed on its saving throw, let's see, 24, 12, drops to one knee, coughing and spasming out, but still barely alive. Anything else for you, sir? That was your action. You have your bonus action and movement, but any movement will trigger attacks of
I
opportunity.
do have a bonus action, and I would very much like to use my second wind.
All right. Suck in a deep breath of wind. Ah, doesn't ozone under the earth smell lovely? 19 hit points recovered.
Nice.
Excellent.
That brings me up to 89.
Indeed. With a howl of fury and fire, this creature to your just behind you is going to bite at you once more. With advantage. That was a massive bolt. Well done, sir.
That was amazing.
I get in that.
Oh, come on! No! That's 30 points. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
Jeez.
Between fangs and fire, 30 points of damage.
That's going to bring me down to 59 now.
Alright, and the next one is going to move away. That will trigger an attack of opportunity.
Oh, which one to whom?
That one.
Oh, that one.
An unwounded one.
Alright. Here's my attack of opportunity.
Excellent. Should have been at normal.
Oh!
Either would hit.
I'm sorry.
Nope, you're fine. Either was gonna hit no matter what. So that is 12 damage. Nice. Well stabbed. And it's going to make an attack with advantage on Varin. Getting a 21, definitely hitting. Double check something real quick. Huh. Technically speaking, this creature's bite is not magical, but the fire, I would argue, definitely is. So that's going to be another 12 fire damage. That's odd. I would have expected its bite to be magical. Still, Varin yells out in pain, and here I was thinking it wasn't gonna hurt. Adran, the bearded fellow next to you, is going to cough out. Just kind of shake out the jolts of lightning that keep rippling across his body. Stand back up and lash at you with its beard.
What are you going to do? Bleed on me?
Getting a 15. And then bringing its glaive in an overhead slash at you. But only getting a 7, as your acidic blade sweeps his half to side.
You're loony.
Roll a d6. Nope, doesn't recharge. Okay. This creature goes bounding to here, leaps over its companions to here, and is going to, let's see, yeah, bite at Varin. Once I find the character sheet. Getting a 13, which does not hit. Alright, Del is going to bring up his Staff of Healing, which he has, actually, you know what? Let's see. He's going to go ahead and move into this area, sliding beneath the hovering feet of the creature above him, and administer, what's he got? Talon Sap and Mudworm Roots. He's going to give a Talon Sap to Varin. So Varin gets 13 hit points back.
That's good.
And then he's going to stay there because he can't move anywhere without triggering an attack of opportunity. Alright, the bearded fellow just standing there with his eyes kind of like blinking like, what? What was that kind of an attitude?
That was 1.21 gigawatts.
You already have an inspiration point, so no inspiration point for you, sir.
But still.
And then he whips at your face with his beard, almost catching your nose, as you belatedly almost miss pulling your head back. And then he stabs it with you with the point of his glaive, getting only a 14.
Nice try. Next.
Oops, wrong buttons. Or wrong order of buttons, rather.
That should be the title of this video. Wrong button.
Wrong buttons. Okay, so this creature does not get his fire breath back.
Womp.
So instead he's just gonna bite at Varin with advantage. You know, eventually.
You guys just wait till my next turn.
Getting only a 13. I'm excited. Alright. I was going to do this anyways on my next turn, but seeing as how... Oh, and I was going to hope that the darkness would help protect my concentration on Hunter's Mark. Unfortunately, that doesn't seem to have done me much good. So I'm going to now use my bonus action to activate Darkling Dagger. And, well, I'm just going to stab at the one immediately south of me that that's already badly wounded. Once I find my character sheet. Normal. Darkling Dagger. Hang on. Let's just go ahead and see if this works. Check mark on Colossus Slayer. Darkling Dagger. Hey, what do you know? It worked.
Hey.
A 14 is a glancing blow for 10 down to 5 damage. And then one more time. Oh, wait, I should have unchecked Colossus Slayer. My bad. Darkling Dagger hits for another 8. Ignoring the Colossus Slayer on that roll. My bad.
Wrong button.
Indeed. And then Varin's going to hold his position because he's not going to just leave Del there all on his own. Ow, my eye. Ah, sorry. Right. Where's this creature? Just that hideous beast to the south of you, sir.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't like you very much.
I don't like him very much either.
Or rather, it doesn't like you alive. He looks like he might enjoy you dead. I'm gonna roll a d6 and
Burnt
see if
to
he
a
gets his
crisp,
fire breath
most
back.
likely.
Yeah. Unfortunately, not with his breath, but so he will try with his fangs. He just drops his jaw open. You see, cinders dripping from his fangs like drool, but he does not manage to get past the edge of your shield.
You know, gingivitis is one of the leading roles of tooth decay.
And I need a dexterity saving throw from you, sir.
Say what?
Dexterity saving throw.
Oh. You mean one of these?
Indeed. That is a success. You will take half damage from this fire breath. Oops. So that's 11 points of fire damage. And a Constitution saving throw at advantage, if you please. And even if you don't.
48. And Constitution saving throw.
Nat 20.
Whoa.
You keep concentrating. That dancing light is going nowhere. And then another bite at you, sir. But only a 16. And thus a miss. Who's that? That's just supposed to have gone. Oh, right. Alright. It is the blue-skinned creature's turn, who howls at the sudden disappearance of its two targets, and will swing out blindly, because his head is basically also inside the dark. It's kind of weird for you, Thía. The bubble of darkness is encasing the flying giant thing's head, but its body is actually still outside the rest of the darkness. So it's going to attack down at Varin with 2 swings at normal. Eventually. 16. Oh, that's weird. Wonder why that happened. Not sure what happened. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's what happened. 17 and 16. That's what. Yep, both attacks miss. Top of the round, Thía. You are well hidden. You can see the body of this flying giant thing, though not its head. And you are hidden.
Well, his body is good for attacking.
Indeed.
So do I have advantage still on him?
Yes. If more of him were inside the darkness, I would say no, but there's enough of him outside that, yeah.
Okay.
Only his head is invisible.
Just gonna take a deep breath and use sharpshooter.
Steady your hand. That's a hit. Advantage. Yep. All right. Yeah, you definitely hit. Where did the damage for? Did you forget to mark the damage for sneak attack on your character sheet?
I did. It's the first one. The first damage is
no,
sneak attack, and then the bludgeoning is 9.
Right. Sorry. Not sneak attack. Sharpshooter. The sharpshooter damage.
It gets added to it. If you hover over it, you see the 10 plus what the dice roll is.
Right, but then shouldn't that be 19 instead of 9? Sorry, my mouse is also not giving me a number right now.
I think it added it to the sneak
the
attack at dice instead of the bludgeoning.
Ah, there it is. Yep, that's where it went. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to make sure you got that you eked out every damage you could from that strike.
Yeah.
And also my.
And that's 42 damage.
Slow. Indeed, an excellent shot. You hear the stone smack deep. You do not hear the stone ricochet off. So you might have embedded the stone into the creature's hide.
Well, that'll be an interesting
42.
looking hide.
And nowhere for him to hide.
But bump.
But everywhere for me to hide. I'm gonna go ahead and move him and stuff.
Excellent.
Even with formaldehyde.
Wow, nice rhyming skills. All right, Adran, it is your turn, sir.
I'll stab at the guy in front of me.
Very well. You talking about this one?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Can you bury this bearded fool?
Eenie.
You sink Sanguine nonetheless to the hilt in the creature's eye. You dealt him literally the exact hit points he had left.
Oh, nice.
And the creature shatters in a splatter of goo that quickly evaporates.
And then the next bearded fellow.
Go for the stab.
Meanie.
That is a glancing blow for only half damage as he twists aside and you stumble in this slimy spray. Can you land Mo?
Well, it's not exactly what I was planning, but I'll just come out and deal with it anyway. I am moving away from that one, so that probably is going to have them trigger an attack of opportunity.
And at advantage.
Oh, man.
But only getting a 21. You swing your shield back and smack its maw aside.
Wait your turn, pal.
And you just hear Varin back in the darkness laughing. Down, boy! Alright, and what are you doing, sir?
I'm going to attack at the fire wolf that's sitting right in front of me.
Excellent. Can you put him down?
Miney.
That's harsh language. You already had Miney. Oh, but a nat 1. The creature ducks and flinches to the side away from your acidic hissing blade.
No, I went eeny, meeny, miny.
Ah, yes, you're right. Thank you.
And now I'm going to end it with, oh no.
Valid. Quick question, do you want to keep concentrating on dancing lights?
Not really.
Okay, you can just go... there's no interaction required to end concentration. You can just say you're going to let it go.
I'm going to let that one go.
And boop, the light goes out. That dancing light was going nowhere.
Nope.
Pretty impressive. All right.
It was good practice.
Adran, dexterity saving throw.
Yeah.
There we go. As it actually put the token where it's supposed to be.
It's getting a little crowded in here.
Indeed.
I believe, yes, I do have it on normal.
Excellent. You're slipping and sliding in the goo and your own blood and the smoky residue. But it lends to your balance and you're wavering, and you're only going to take half damage. So you're only going to take 9 fire damage from this.
Okay.
Unfortunately, this guy down here also has to make a dexterity saving throw. Oh, actually, no, he doesn't. I missed this part. The fire roils over his body and leaves him completely unscathed. And he laughs mockingly at you over his various leaking wounds. Alright. This wounded, furious creature from the pits of the abyss no longer has advantage on Varin. Because darkness. Mwahaha. That is not a hit. And then... well, that doesn't get him anything back. So this creature is going to bite at Varin. Snapping fire jaws. You hear a brief smack as of a open palm against a face, and then Dell, now in the darkness, is going to use his action to administer one more Talon Sap to Varin, and then scoot on out of there. So that's another 13 to Varin.
Lucky number 13.
Is that lucky?
Some people may call that unlucky, but it's actually one of my lucky numbers.
I always get the two confused. Or not the two. I always get that particular number of quote unquote luck confused. Character sheet, there it is.
It's a hard kind of luck.
Hey, I'll take luck of any kind right now. Alright. The bearded fellow, who just took fire damage and is unconcerned. Let's see. He's going to swipe and snap his beard at you.
Swat and swipe.
And misses completely. So then he shall swing his glaive at your face. But not getting a nat 20. So close, so close. And then he howls in a fury that he cannot land a hit. Frustrated fury indeed. Oops. This button. Wow, they're not getting their fire breaths back. It's very hard for them. Alright. And bite at normal. And missing completely. And from within the darkness, Varin just kind of laughs and says, "Not so good at finding me now, are you? Ow." And I'm going to attack that wounded one. Taking my time and making sure it hits. Let's do this. That's a crit.
Nice.
Oh goodness. 25 damage. As Varin just spins in the darkness and slams the dagger into the side of the creature's face. Yanking it out, Varin is going to stab at the other wounded one. Other wounded one? Oh, they're both wounded. Well, I won't get Colossus Slayer on it, so I'll just stab. The southwest one. Dagger, there you are. Yeah, 29 will hit for 8 damage. Come on. There it goes. And why not? Varin's going to use his interaction to slide out his short sword. And I will quickly modify this so I'm not getting damage modifier added. There we go. And stab at the wounded hound. Short sword. 26 will also hit. Oh right, these things aren't as resistant to damage as I thought. Thea, there's kind of a curious quality to Varin's voice, almost as though he's not as tense as he's been of late.
No, it almost seems like he's back to his normal self.
An odd occurrence. Alright. Adran. Oh, gotta roll d6. Does he get his fire breath back? Oh, right on the edge! No fire breath for you. But a bite at advantage instead. Against Adran's seemingly impervious armored hide.
Yeah. However long it's lasting.
You feel the jaws slam against your knee. That could have been bad for your tendon.
Yee.
Alright, where's this one? Alright, another d6. Does he get his fire breath back? Nope.
Oh!
Why can't I get my fire breath back?
Why can't you get higher than a 4?
I don't know! So he's gonna bite at you instead. Oh, that's not a nat 20. Oh, that
Whoa.
one slips under your shield and you feel hot fangs sliced against your breastplate, but to no
Whoa.
avail.
That's a little too close for comfort. Oh,
Almost had you there.
go away.
But
Bad
it
dog.
doesn't want to.
Bad dog.
Let's try that. Alright. Where's this one? Here it is. Alright. Adran, dexterity saving throw.
Oh boy. And that at normal.
Yes. That is a success. You're going to take half this damage.
I don't want to take any damage.
So you take 10 fire damage.
Okay.
Ha! I got some fire breath off. Yeah! Burn! Alright. Thea, that wound that you just dealt that flying blue creature?
Fire damage.
What?
I said I wish I was impervious to fire damage.
You see the wound close as its skin seems to start coming back together. And 2 attacks at Varin. Eventually. Here it comes. Both barely missing. Top of the round. Thea. It is to you.
Okay.
You are still hidden and you still have advantage.
Just gonna try it again. She'll get him by attrition, hopefully, eventually.
Hopefully eventually. Indeed.
There we go.
19 minus 5, 14. You hear a rippling pinging noise as your stone seems to scrape and skid and bounce off as like chainmail armor. Anything else for you, Thea?
She's gonna move a bit and hide.
Oh, a nat 20 stealth. You are practically unscentable. if that's a word.
Actually, she's practically senseless. No, wait, sorry.
No, that would mean she's.
That's the wrong type of sense. I was trying to be creative.
You were trying, but she was succeeding. Wah wah. Adran, it is your turn, sir.
Oh, I'm not really feeling all that good. I need to heal.
Do you yell that back at Dell?
No, I'm saying that to myself and apparently my whole dancing crew. To
be fair, you did take on quite a few on your own, and you're still kicking.
I know. And I'm ready to power up, if you know what I mean.
I don't know. How do you intend to power up?
Well, if I use my sanguine special ability, is that a bonus action,
yes.
or is that...
That is
action?
a full action.
That's what I thought. Well, I might as well take the full action of my sanguine, which is heal myself for, what, half my...
Half of your total current maximum hit points.
So, what would that be? 52? No, 51. 51.
Yeah, 51 hit points.
Okay, so that 2 plus 5 equals... Oh, wait a second. 1 plus 9 is 10, so that's a 0. Carry the 1. 3 and 5. 8. Ah, that brings me back up to 80 hit points. Nice.
Nice.
Round 2, boys!
But it's not round 2, it's bum. Alright, go for the... Oh wait, no, you can't go for the attack. That was your action.
That was my action. Oh man, and if I had a second action surge, just imagine.
Oh man. Oh hey! Fire Breath is back.
Oh boy.
Adran, a dexterity saving throw from you.
Good thing I healed up.
No kidding.
Oh boy. I'm gonna use my inspiration point and roll at advantage.
Fair enough. Good thing. That is a success.
Yeah, I just had a weird feeling about it.
Good call. So you only take 10 fire damage instead of 21.
Yay! I'm at 70!
Alright. Dexterity saving throw from Varin. And Thea, you are outside the cone of this, I believe. 5, 10, 15? Yeah, you're outside of it. But you do see a sudden cone of flame just burst out of the darkness, engulfing one of the areas you just were in. I get a nat 20
Whoa.
on my dexterity saving throw. Yeah, I only take half of this. Which is 9 fire damage. Ow! Hot! Ow! I only like hot meat! And this creature's fire breath is expended. There we go. Alright, let's see if this creature gets his fire breath back. He does! Oh dear. Another dexterity saving throw from Varin. Yep, that's a success. Oh, good thing too. That is 13 fire damage. That could have been painful. 5, 10, 15. Yeah, Thea, you just see these twin cones of flame just erupting from the darkness as Varin is ducking and leaping and twisting aside. Dell is going to come rushing back into the darkness. Action to dash. Skids to a halt when he sees what you're confronted with. And does he have a bonus action spell? I'm pretty sure he does. Is it a bonus action? It is a bonus action. Hold on, Adran. At level 1. You can do it! As he casts Healing Word at first level on you. You regain 6 hit points.
Oh, thank you.
Alright. The final standing bearded fellow. He's going to... Let's see. Move to here. What's his range? Huh. Okay. He's going to swipe his beard at you as he steps into and pushes into the area of that hellhound. So 1 beard attack at you, sir. Whoops. What am I doing here? Getting only 16, and then he sweeps his glaive out at Dell. The long haft leaping across the 10-foot distance. And only getting an 8 to hit. Dell expels his breath, flattens himself against the wall, and sucks his tummy in, and the blade just slides an inch away from his belly. Ooh! And then he steps back into this area, spitting in fury. All right, Varin. No, Thía, do what you did earlier. The one where you hurt the thing that's flying behind me. And blind in the darkness, I'm going to stab at the most wounded creature. Where's my Colossus Slayer? Colossus Slayer. Darkling Dagger. 20 will hit. Oh goodness, for 13 damage. How much health did he have? Okay. Oosh. And then I'm going to stab again with my Darkling Dagger. No Colossus Slayer. Yeah, that'll hit. And kill that creature. Wrong button. That button. Yay! And then my final bonus action, I'm going to swipe with my short sword at the flying creature overhead. And that hits just barely for an extra 3 damage. All right. Do I continue the chain of regaining fire breath? I do. Adran! Dexterity saving throw, sir.
Oh, here we go again.
It is indeed getting hot in this kitchen.
Oh, goodness gracious. Hope I brought the oven mitts.
You slip and slide and duck, catching only half of this blast of fire for 12 damage, sir.
I gotta kill these guys.
Indeed. This one's going to push 10, 20, 5. Adran, it is... Hold on. Yeah, it leaves your area. That will trigger an attack of opportunity at normal, sir. As it makes a leaping surge at Dell. That is a solid hit.
Wow.
And it yelps as fire bursts out from its chest, and it flops dead to the ground.
Yeah.
And you just hear a wow from Dell. Alright. Do I get my fire breath back?
1 down,
No.
4 more to go.
Instead, he will bite at you with advantage. Mwahaha! Nope, doesn't hit. The creature flying above Varin is going to snarl and start pushing its wound together. It speaks in some language that we don't recognize. And swings down at Varin. Twice. Missing both times, and getting rather annoyed with being pelted and stabbed, it's going to fly through the darkness over Varin's head towards Dell. Top of the round, Thía. You no longer see the form of the giant blue-skinned flying thing. That's a heck of a name. What would you like to do?
Well, and she's also not sure how much is in that bubble with him, because last she saw, he was surrounded.
Yeah. You're not too sure where in there is safe to stand. I would say you did hear 2 bodies hit the floor.
How high is the ceiling?
It's about 10 feet high. 10 feet? Sorry, 15 feet. Sorry, my bad.
So she could hypothetically just climb the wall and go around the heads of the monster that may or may not be there.
Yeah. And with second story work, that will cost you no movement.
Okay.
You are still hidden. I don't even remember what... Oh, you rolled a nat 20 for your stealth check earlier, didn't you?
Yeah, it's a 35 right now.
Excellent.
So...
That's an insane roll.
How big is the dark bubble?
The darkness bubble is 5 feet from Varin. So Varin's standing roughly 5 feet tall. The bubble goes to another 5 feet above him.
So if I climb to the ceiling, basically, I could just make it around the corner and see.
Yep. You're 15 feet off the floor, basically. You're above the bubble.
Okay. Well, she'll try and get the blue-skinned thing again.
Okay, you have clear line of sight, you have advantage, and he's within 5 of Dell.
Okay. Let's go ahead and try. She'll take a deep breath and let it loose.
22 minus 5 is 17. That hits. For 41 damage. And blood spurts out through the rent in its chainmail. Nicely done, Thía. And do you wish to hide?
Yes.
Okay, you've moved 5, 10, 15. Climbed another 15. No, hold on, don't roll the stealth check yet. That's 30, 35. To get to that particular position, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna have to say you would have had to take the bonus action to dash.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Since she had to do that, can she climb down enough to be in the darkness bubble?
You could just drop. Well, yeah. You do a bonus action dashed, so that's 35, 70. Yeah, you can definitely climb down here into the darkness on the floor.
Okay.
That's totally fair. And you hear a furious snarling heat nearby you, as you are ensconced within inky darkness. And it's a good thing you did that, because you hear a whoosh of sound coming up from that passageway you just left. This creature would have advantage on attacking, as it comes out from invisibility, but it can't see its targets. There we go, this button. Didn't do anything. Okay, so an attack at Thía and an attack at Varin. Thía, here's for you.
Oh,
I get a 16.
that's a miss.
Excellent. And here's for Varin. Oh, that's gonna hit for 15 slashing damage. Ah!
Nice.
Come on. Try this. There we go. 15 slashing. Ow! Where'd this come from? Adran, it is your turn.
Ah.
You're confronted with 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies. And you hear something in the air back in the passageway, though you can't really see what it is.
Well, let's see. I'm going to attack this bearded fellow down here.
Okay, that sounds like a reasonable decision. That is a solid hit. You sink the tip of the acid right through the center of the creature's throat. And it explodes in a shower of goo and transparent slime as its body is forced back into the depths from whence it came.
Exoplasm.
Exoplasm or ecto?
That thing too.
Okay. Your move, sir. You have two attacks left.
Yeah, and still not exactly sure what to do with my attacks. I mean,
You've only got 3 targets.
I know, and then these two are still full life.
Well, you could just target both attacks at the most wounded one.
Let's see. No, I think I got a better idea.
Okay.
I'm going to attack this guy here.
Okay.
With my sanguine nonetheless.
That is a definite hit for 10 acid damage, scoring deep into its shoulder.
And then I'm going to be hitting the other one. This one here.
Okay.
Just below it.
Excellent. .28 is a definite hit for 9 acid.
Okay.
You are now surrounded by 3 wounded enemies.
And now I'm going to... Yeah, I know, it's probably going to be giving them an attack of opportunity, but I have an ulterior motive.
Okay. That will trigger 2 attacks of opportunity at advantage.
Yep.
Ooh, excuse me.
I'm willing
Here they
to take
come.
the risk.
19, both miss. Nice. You swat one with your shield and you kick the other in the chin. Alright. Anything else from you, sir? I believe that's all you've got.
That is in one way, but I also want to make
Okay.
sure I don't have any of these guys getting behind me. So I'm actually going to move all the way to the back of the wall. And yes, that's going to
Interesting
give them another, another attack of opportunity. So.
But this one will be at normal.
Oh well.
Oh well, that's such a bummer. And I get a 6. Boo.
So it's almost as if I walked away and then he's like, "Oh, swipe. Where'd you go?"
Get back here. Alright, does he get his fire breath back? Nope. So he's going to rush up to you,
Yeah.
sliding and skidding against the stone. Oh, I just realized you're off my screen. There we go. And he's going to attack you, but at normal. No advantage for him.
Oh. At normal? For me?
And I get a 13. No good for you.
No, sorry. Try again.
Alright, does my dance partner get his fire breath back? Nope.
Womp womp.
And he attacks at normal because he can't see in the darkness. and Varin just brings his knee up and the pommel of his short sword down and catches the jaws of this creature between the two, snapping them both shut with a clack and a ping as the fang goes ripping out. Alright. Del gives a sudden, whoa! That's a big, scary thing. He is going to, once again, bonus action cast Healing Word on you, sir. At first level. You gain 7 hit points.
Yay!
And he's going to take the... He doesn't have anywhere good to go, does he? He's going to take the disengage action. Let's see, 20... he goes to here, and he's going to attempt to leap over the burning sensation immediately in front of him. I'm going to have him give an athletics check for this. With an 18, he succeeds and lands on the far side. And he is basically going to go prone in the darkness.
Yeah.
For his part, Varin is going to quickly switch his dagger to his offhand and his short sword to his primary hand. So now the Darkling Dagger does not get the damage modifier, but his short sword does. Okay. Let's see how these guys like cold steel. And where's Colossus Slayer? There it is. Short sword, attack the burning creature on 4 legs. I get a 20, that hits, for 11 damage. And yeah, might as well unleash all attacks on that one creature. $22. I unchecked it. What the heck? Ignore the 7 and the 6. 22 is a hit, and 14 is a glancing blow for half damage. So that's 10 and 1. 11 total. Del, get your little feet moving! Where's this one? Does he get his fire breath back? Nope. My goodness! But he does get advantage back on you, sir. Can I get a crit? That is not a crit.
No.
It smacks snout first into the flat of your shield.
Mm-hmm.
And 2 teeth go ping ping. Alright, how about this guy? Can he get his fire breath back? My goodness, really? That's a no. Sorry, I hit the wrong button.
The theme of tonight.
Yep. Gets an attack and advantage and misses you entirely. Alright. Where's this guy? This flying guy is going to snarl, head back towards the disappeared Del. Thea, you hear movement over your head and a crashing sound as 2 flying bodies collide with each other. He can't really get past. Basically, so he's basically right here above you, Thea. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna make 2 swipes. Del is prone, so he's effectively out of range. So a swipe at Varin, and then a swipe at Thea. So Varin. Real quick, does the uncanny dodge require you to see the attack that's coming? Ow, that hits Varin for 21.
When an attacker that you can see hits you.
Okay. So, in that case, if he hits you, you won't be able to use uncanny dodge while you're in darkness.
Okay.
And they know you're there because they heard you moving and you weren't able to hide. However, a 15 is not going to hit you. Top of the round, Thía, to you. There is no disadvantage imposed on a ranged attack roll with this close. But there's no advantage either. Oh, and I forgot he's supposed to heal.
Okay.
So you can effectively attack with a ranged weapon any target in this area of darkness.
Okay.
And not have disadvantage.
Okay. Might as well try and get rid of the one that I've been trying to do.
Fair enough.
And
slide that stone into the sling and let fly.
There we are. She's not using her feet this time.
Good call. You feel like it's almost uncertain, but it does manage to land for 27 damage. Nice. Alright, where's this guy? Okay. He starts shoving and then starts yelling. There's grunting and here's an attack at Thía. Oh, I'm sorry, I should have asked. Did you want to hide?
Yeah.
I apologize. You can certainly go ahead and hide.
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
I'm sorry, I'm normally better about asking that.
Just gonna move to the side, because he's technically in the air above her, right?
Yes, both the giant creatures are flying.
Okay, so she'll move there and then stuff.
That is awesome. So the 15 is actually, because they can't find you, the 15's at Varin and misses. So he's going to try in at Varin. And misses. Adran, you're once more surrounded. But now with your back to a wall.
My Eldritch Strike.
Did you hit any of them on the last turn?
Hmm?
You hit at least all three of them, right?
I hit this one here.
Yep.
And that one there.
Okay. So not all three.
Not
very
all
well.
three, but I'm hoping that I at least get some damage on him.
Well, let's see what you're gonna do.
Alrighty. Okay, so come on over here. I think my mouse is dying or something because it's just not moving as fast as I want it to.
How rude.
So I plan on using a lightning bolt on them.
Oh gosh. Alright, let's get the token out. So it's 5 feet wide.
Alright.
Oops. Let's move it here. And twist. Because you're aiming it right at that middle one, right?
Right at that middle one, so then even the guys surrounding me will get hit as well.
I would agree. Fortunately, it ends at this wall here instead of continuing through the wall and hitting us on the other end.
Yeah.
Alright, so the DC is 17, and 2 of them have disadvantage, and 1 goes at normal. So let's do the one that's at normal first.
Alright.
Dex saving throw. Can he survive your lightning fury? With a nat 1.
Oh,
no.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
That was at normal. And thanks to Eldritch Strike, the other 2 are at disadvantage.
Let's see the results, man.
That turned 2 successes into 2 failures.
Wow.
Roll the damage. What is it? 8d6, I think?
8d6s.
Oh my gosh. That's 30 damage to all 3.
Booyah.
So that one who's immediately in front of you is absolutely incinerated. Actually, you know, like those smoke outlines against walls from an intense heat?
Oh, yeah.
You see a spread out, monstrous, misshapen canine outline and soot on the wall. Yeah, that guy died.
Too bad I can't put that on a tapestry and take that home.
This guy takes 30 damage.
Oh!
And this guy takes 30 damage. Ouch.
I'll see you boys in hell.
Thunder peals through these tiny caverns for the second time in a few seconds as lightning flares and the ozone fills our nostrils. Alright, well that was epic. Did you want to move anywhere, Adran?
No, I'm just gonna watch these boys kind of fry a little and just enjoy the moment.
They're frying.
That's what you
sizzling,
guys get.
And they don't even get their fire breath back.
Oh,
but he will bite at you instead with advantage. Maybe I can get another crit? Nope, I get a 22. You parry with both shield and blade. Alright, how about the one facing Adran and Thía? With a 1, no. So he'll bite at me instead, because he has no idea where Thía went. He still smells your presence, but in everything else is kind of just mingled in and can't single you out. A 19, Varin twists and dodges. Hang on. Oh, okay. Adjustment. Alright. Del is going to rise back up to his feet, reach to the side away from the heat. I really hope that's you, Adran, Varin. Open your mouth wide. And he's going to pour in another talent zap. Oops. With his action, that's 4d4 plus 4. I don't know where she is, but I'm pretty sure Thía hasn't even been hit yet.
Oh, that's a good
19.
roll.
That was a good roll with Talon Sap. Wow. And then thanks to darkness, he's gonna skedaddle.
Skedaddle.
Okay. Thanks, Del. Good getting out of here. Right. Wounded. Wounded should die. Colossus Slayer, please. On that little burning hound to my left. That's a hit for 9 damage. And then I'm going to quickly slash down with Darkling Dagger. Make sure Colossus Slayer is off. With my bonus action. What? Come on, I took Colossus Slayer off. My goodness, that's annoying. So that's going to be 1 damage. My goodness, that's really annoying. Let's see. I'm going to click it on and click it off and see if that takes it off. And then I'm going to short sword stab. Yeah, I'm going to stab at the same burning hound. I want that thing out of here. That's a 17 and a solid hit. Thía, a burning hot head goes rolling past your feet. Okay. Good. It's cooling down. I like this. Thía, wherever you are, I hope you've got a good shot coming. Alright, where is this guy going? Here he is. Alright, does this guy next to you, Adran, get his fire breath back? Yes! Dexterity saving throw, sir.
If you insist.
I do insist. That is a success. You take half damage. 10 fire damage rakes through across your armor. And a sudden outpouring of fury. Let's see. Let's see here. What would this blue flying giant creature like to do? Oh, come on. Now. It's going to swing down at Varin because it can't figure out where Thía went. Also gain back some hit points. Getting a 22, that hits for 15. Ow. And then 19 misses. Top of the round, Thía.
Well, she'll try and get him again.
Finish him off. Finish him off.
If I can.
If you can. If you can. Let's see it. Yeah, that'll hit. For 33 damage. Unfortunately, not quite finishing him off. He snarls and hurls some what definitely sounds like uncouth language at you. The cad.
And just gonna go ahead and move and hide.
Crawling over the rapidly cooling, hunched over mutated form of this mock canine.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Man, these guys are having such a hard time finding you. Alright. This guy is going to move over, and you hear 2 feet settling onto stone. And then, I guess I can close that character sheet. And swipe at Varin. Getting a 13 and a 19, both missing. You hear the clang of glaive on short sword, and then dagger, and then short sword both. And with dagger. Come on, where's my mouse? Adran, your turn, sir.
Oh, goody. Well, I'm gonna go to the one that's north of me.
Valid.
And here we go.
Oh, nat 1 means a miss.
Oh, man. Well, at least I can.
All the soot and smoke and fire is just, it's kind of blinding.
Well, I'll swing at him again.
However, you cleared your eyes with a quick blink and stab down its maw just as it's opening its mouth to breathe more fire at you, dealing it 13 fire damage through the roof of its mouth and into its brain.
It's smoking.
You may have an inspiration point, sir. Because I did not expect a reference to the mask. Alright, you have one last attack, sir.
Alright. The guy to my east of me.
To my east of me. Excellent. A 14. Let's see if that hits. Is a glancing blow for half damage. It twists and dodges to one side, and just when it looks like you missed, you twist your own blade and stab it through the center of its neck.
Ooh, somebody stop me!
That was all 3 attacks, sir.
That was all 3 attacks.
You took out like, what was it, 3 or 4 of these hellhounds and the 2 bearded fellows?
Yeah.
All on your lonesome.
Yeah.
Jeez. You still have movement. And or bonus action.
And that is all my movement speed.
You are confronted with a bubble of darkness in the hall, and what looks like the backside of a blue figure that's about 15 feet in the air.
Okay. Whoa.
It's an odd sight.
Well, you guys have been busy, haven't you?
Especially since it's only wearing a cloak and a loincloth.
Well. Okay. We're gonna have a little bit of fun here.
And then something walks up and makes an attack from out of the darkness and invisibility. But cannot see where it's swinging. By the way, Thea, I know we're past the bottom of the hour. You do have the kill button at any point.
Okay.
Alright, so that is 16 damage. And then 24. Varin is unconscious. Varin yells in pain and crashes bodily to the floor. And it's now Dell's turn, who's just like, oh, I think I know what that sound means. Although, to be fair, it's been a while since I last heard it. And you cannot see anything because the dark. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna say that darkness has expired because Varin dropped and is unconscious. So that means that Dell can see. And what's he got? What's this to cast? 1 action. Helpful, but not in this particular moment, I think. Yeah, he's gonna use his Staff of Healing for this. To cast. Unfortunately, by the way, Thea, let's see, you're in dim light because of dark vision. Yeah, you're still hidden. Just had to double check that in my head. Let's see, I'm gonna double check this spell, make sure it's a good one. Yeah, I'd say that's a good one. Does he have enough to cast it? Cost 5 charges. He has enough. He points his staff into the space between Varin and Adran, quickly mutters an incantation and murmurs, "I don't know who you are, Thea, but I hope this helps you too." And each creature within 30 feet of the space that he chooses is going to regain 3d8 3d8 plus his spellcasting modifier as he casts Mass Cure Wounds. So that's 3d8 plus 4 to each of us. 3d8 plus 4, here it comes. That's rather disappointing, but Thea, if you were wounded, you would take 12. Adran, you take 12. And Varin takes 12.
Not too bad.
Which means Varin is now conscious and not dying, but is prone. Ow! That was 15 feet. He's going to move back into that chamber, because it seems fairly safe. Varin's going to push himself up and grab up his short sword. And he's going to attack this badly wounded giant. Once I find my character sheet. Short sword attack. And Colossus Slayer on a hit. That's a hit. And that is 12 damage. Varin rises from his feet into a standing leap and digs the short sword deep into the creature's thick chest. And both of us crash to the ground. But only Varin lands on his feet. And then I'm going to spin and attack this one to the north. Once I find my character sheet. Oop. That's a hit for 8 damage. Alright, top of the round. Thea, you are hidden. I don't think you're prone, are you?
No.
Okay. So you're just kind of like crouched, I imagine, in the deep of the shadow in the corner between the floor and the wall?
Yeah, something like that. She's a skulker, she...
Yeah. Might as well skulk.
Mm-hmm.
Where would you like to shoot? Assuming you want to shoot.
Well... was it this one that went on the ground, or was it the one that died?
The one that died was still in the air.
Okay.
The one to the north and to the east are both on the ground.
Okay. So...
Apparently realizing that flying about in darkness where they can't see anything is counterproductive.
That's fair. Which means that, how tall are they?
They are 10 feet tallish.
10 feet tallish?
There's a variation of inches, but yeah.
Well... she's not seen currently.
Correct.
She might as well just get her short sword out and attack the guy to the north.
Okay. Then you will attack with advantage. Excuse me. And sneak attack if you hit. That is a glancing blow for 32 divided by half.
16.
Thank you. Unfortunately, you aren't going to be able to draw out your dagger as well on this turn.
Yeah, that's fair.
Anything else for you, Thea? You can skulk once more.
She's gonna try.
Excellent. So you leap up out of the shadows, stab him in the, let me think, the calf, and then like drop and backward somersault into the shadow.
Except it's obvious that he does like lifts.
Because you barely penetrate that thick hide.
Yeah, so, yeah. Let's go ahead.
Nice. And that's a beautiful stealth roll. And I assume you're moving as well? Oh, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excellent. Alright. And that one that you and I both wounded regains some hit points. And looks down the hall and sees us three. And then he turns and then he grins a gruesome grin. Actually, let me make sure he can actually do that. Yep, he can do that. He vanishes from sight. Adran, it is your turn, sir.
Okay. Can I see anything, or?
Yeah, there's nothing blocking your sight. He just, that guy just vanished with a fearsome, toothsome grin. And now you can see that big fellow just down that hallway right next to Varin, who's no longer prone.
His club kind of sticks out around the corner.
Yeah, basically. Well, it's a glaive, actually.
Oh.
I just couldn't find one that had, a glaive.
That's fine.
Alright, so... Is he on the ground, or...?
He is on the ground.
Okay. Since my location's right there, and he's basically taking up the entire hallway space.
Yep. He is within your range.
Okay, cool. Great. I will just put all 3 attacks on him.
Excellent.
Here we go. At normal. First attack.
An 18 is a solid burning sting of acid.
Nice.
For 8.
Right.
Another solid hit for 11. And a final for another 6. Bam, bam, bam.
All right.
Acid holes in 3 different areas on his chest. Anything else for you, sir?
No, that's gonna do it for me.
Alrighty. In which case, it's this big guy's turn. He looks at you, and he has a kind of a confused gesture. He's like pointing at the hall, kind of like tracing his finger, like, wait, but where'd the other one go? And now who's this? And then he growls in annoyance, and he's gonna swing back at you with his glaive. Did not appreciate you hitting him.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
He also gets back some hit points. I get an 8 and a 17 against you, sir.
Yep, nope, none of them do.
Nah. He snarls in spitting fury at you. Regains some hit points. There we
Yeah, I
go.
get that a lot too.
We hear some panting breaths from Dell as he's trying to psych himself up to run back around the corner. He's like, okay, it's alright. I'm just healing them and making sure they don't fall down. Got it. And then a smack as he runs into something. He's like, what? What? Huh? I can't get out. Let's see, does he have line of sight from where he is? I'm gonna say no. There's a big wall in the way. He's gonna take the dodge action because he can't do anything else. Actually, you know what? There is something else he can do. He's gonna use his racial ability to cast darkness. That's what's that radius on that? 20 feet? Pretty sure 20, but I want to be absolutely positive. Almost there. Darkness, where is it? Here it is. Radius 15 feet. Oh, I'm glad I double checked. 15, save. He goes into darkness. How far did he move? 5? Alright. Alright, Varin. Dell's in trouble. Gonna use my interaction to scoop up my dagger. Bonus action, activate darkness. Eventually. There we go. I'm gonna take off to the north, run bodily into something, and going to attack at normal with my short sword. Short sword, there it is. Colossus Slayer. Yeah, that'll hit. Oh, and then that one. That's a miss. So only 14 damage. Bummer. Alright. Adran, from your stance and perspective, you hear a step of something. Another of these blue-skinned giants comes walking up, stretching its limbs as it pulls out its glaive, looking around with bleary eyes. And let's see how far. 10, 20, 30, 35, no, 40, 50. He dashes to here. All right, top of the round. Thía, with your, let's see, what's your insight skill? Your insight is 1. Give me an insight check. This is not requiring an action. And, nope, there's just a lot of these guys. What would you like to do? You are hidden, but in melee. Might you be muted?
No, I was just trying to figure out what I wanted to do.
Fair.
Well, she may as well stab at the one next in front of them, in front of her.
This one right here, the newcomer.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You may go for the attack. Stab at him.
Okay.
Are you going to use the dagger as well, or just the short sword?
Short sword. If I miss, I'll use the dagger.
Excellent. Go ahead with the attack.
Making sure sneak.
Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, yeah, that's the attack roll. Sorry, I was trying to figure. I looked at the 23 as the actual attack roll. That is a solid hit. That sinks deep into the muscular thigh for 31 damage, and he howls in surprised pain. Anything else for you, Thía?
Shall ask Adran if there's something a little odd about this situation before going to hide.
Excellent.
She'll hide and then move behind Adran.
Take cover behind the heavily armored warrior.
Yeah.
Naturally.
Alright. Oops. There we go. Alright, so that was Thía. Confronted by multiple sudden blobs of darkness. This guy is... It's not your turn yet, Adran, sorry.
No, it's alright.
Thía, please roll me a d6. There's a thud of something on stone, as something apparently tried to walk into darkness and realized why you shouldn't do that, because you can't see walls. Going to attack at normal at Dell if you can find him. Basically, he's just swinging wide in big sweeping sweeps, which does end his invisibility. 25 and then a crit on Dell. That's 14 and then 20. Dell screams in open pain. Adran, your turn, sir. You can give me an insight check if you wish at disadvantage.
Let's see.
Oh, Dell needs to make saving throws. You go ahead, sir, with your turn. Okay, darkness is gone. Let's see. There is something a little odd. Namely, these creatures don't look like they're how do I put this? They don't look like they're
real,
fully alert. Beyond that, not much. It is your turn, sir.
Does Varin have his Darkling Dagger in use for darkness?
Yes. And Varin went off after wherever Dell went.
Let's see. Oh, so he's up over there. Gosh. Let me look over here.
So many options.
Actually, yeah, so many options. Well, actually, that would be kind of interesting. I'm thinking about using a Scorching Ray.
Oh, hello. Haven't used that for a while. Those are attack rolls, and they are within 5 feet of you. So that would mean each Scorching Ray would be at disadvantage.
Okay, well, let's not do that.
Thought I would warn you.
Oh, you know what? I'll make a level 2 spell of Magic Missile.
Okay.
And what I'll do is send 2 at one and 2 at the other.
Excellent. Alright, roll the damage.
Alright, here we go. Get down to Magic Missile. Here we go.
So that is 4 to one and 4 to another.
You mean 2 at one, 2 at another?
Well, no, you made 4 darts.
Oh, you mean, yeah.
Math, it's fun.
I'm getting tired.
Yeah, I know. What do you say we finish the round and pick it up next week?
Sounds good.
Thea? Thea, you have the kill switch, so we go as long or as short as you want.
Yeah, I was actually going to say after this next round that we finish it or finish this round and call it.
Either or, it's up to you.
I'm okay with either one. How are you doing, Adran?
I had a long day today, and
So let's just finish this round then and call it a day.
That's a fair call. All right then. This big fellow here, is going to wince at the stinging darts, and is going to. Hang on. Eventually, my computer will respond. There we go. Cast darkness. So now you cannot see him to target him with magic missile anymore, or his companion. Dell is going to disengage and run for it. Seeing the pit of blackness, he can't really heal. So he's just going to pant. Help! Let's see. Varin's badly hurt. Varin is going to find his character sheet. And Varin is going to drink down his last Hack and Leaf brew. Oh, I did think of something Del could do. He can cast Healing Word on himself at first level. He regains 8 hit points.
At least that's something.
And Varin gets 29. Once I remember where my mouse goes. So 29 to Varin. Eventually, there it goes. And then 8 to Del. Yes, that is something. All right. This creature here kind of wipes its own blood, gets back some hit points, stretches again in a sleepy gesture. Not that any of you have seen this, and slashes down at you, Adran.
Ugh.
In the darkness.
The dirt is in the dark?
Huh?
Nothing.
I got 16 and an 11. Alright, that is the top of the round. It seems we are in dire straits. And our little healer is not feeling quite as healthy as he was feeling at the beginning of the fight.
No.
I mean, he took 2 massive swings of damage.
Yeah.
Whereas Thea, you've managed to not even be scratched so far. Or burned, even. Thea seems to have picked up a knack to stand in the right place at the right time.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's close this. Although I will say, at least we aren't dealing with traps.
Yeah.
You know, just monstrous creatures to ambush us.
Sleeping gas.
Say what?
Sleeping gas.
Or yes,
or night blindness.
sleeping gas. I mean, we are technically blind at the moment with all the darkness that's moving around here. So, next week we will pick up where we left off. And as a side note, Varin did go unconscious. So at the end of the fight, Varin's gonna have to roll for a lingering injury.
Oh boy.
Yep. In the fight, with all the action going on and the adrenaline pumping through, he hasn't noticed it yet. So, thank you both so much for playing. And thank you, fellow adventurers, for joining us once more. Please comment below to vote on what monsters you want to see Adran, Thea, and Varin take on next. You can vote for more than one kind at a time. Cyclops, Darkmantle, Drider, Gas Spore, Grey Ooze, Piercer, Swarm of Centipedes. Thank you for watching, and I hope we'll see you again next week.